In federal court today, closing arguments in a case filed by victims and families in the Sutherland Springs shooting. They're suing the government, claiming the Air Force failed to flag the gunman as dangerous years prior to the 2017 shooting. They say this could have prevented him from being able to buy the gun used in the massacre. Reporter Maggie Glenn has an update on the case.
26 people, including my daughter, passed away that day.
Pastor Frank Pomeroy says nothing will make up for the death of his daughter. That's why he's not joining the lawsuit, alleging the government could have prevented it. But he understands why others are.
Our shooter should not have ever been able to purchase a firearm. I think there's culpability on their part to take care of those who are going to have medical bills for the rest of their life.
Victims and families involved in the shooting say the U.S. Air Force should have reported the gunman's prior physical assaults on his family and mental health issues to authorities outside the base. This would have entered the former airman into the National Instant Criminal Background Check System, or NICS, and he would have failed his background check when he tried to purchase the firearm used in the 2017 shooting. The feds argued even if he was denied a sale at Academy where he bought it, he would have found another way to get a gun.
He could get it anyway, but at least it would have been a lot more difficult and maybe stop this.
The defense also says even if the Air Force had reported his domestic violence, it would not have predicted gun violence. But the victim's attorneys argue if that was enough to deny the former airman entry into the Holloman Air Force Base in 2013, that should have been enough to add him to NICS.
There's nothing that the government can do to bring them back, but what the government can do is hold the military or whomever accountable to make sure it doesn't happen again.
Maggie Glenn, KXAN News.
There's no set timeline as to when the judge will make a decision. If the Air Force is found liable, there will be a second trial to determine damages. That's when victims and family members could testify.
After the Sutherland Springs shooting, Senator John Cornyn introduced and passed a bipartisan background check law called the Fix NICS Act. It requires all federal agencies to submit new convictions to the FBI's background check system twice a year. The senator has introduced a new bill, the NICS Denial Notification Act. It would require federal authorities to alert state and local law enforcement within 24 hours if an ineligible individual lies on a background check and tries to purchase a firearm. But it is important to note, in Texas, a background check is not required for a private sale, like through a gun show or from a family member.